Hello, friends. It's Naomi. I'm here for a tarot reading. Finally, I know it's been a while. It takes a bit. So I'm torn. I kind of want to shuffle up again. Because some big things have happened. So I'm actually gonna do that, even though the last shuffle was really good. The last shuffle did some really good work. But we gotta fix it. Things are happening in life. That's 2. That's 3. 4. And I'll do a straight one next. 5. 6. And 7. Alright. Moment of truthy truth. 3, 2, 1. What do we got? Well, it is the 8 of Swords inverse. Don't always like getting swords. Kind of nerve-wracking, but let's see what this one is. Alright. So our reversed is self-limiting beliefs. Okay. Inner critic. Releasing negative thoughts, but open to new perspectives. Okay. I can get behind that. That's kind of my social media profile in a few words, right? I don't really listen to other people's beliefs. I'm kind of stuck in my own, but I also criticize my own pretty carefully. I get a lot of negative thoughts out when I'm making posts, so I can get that and open to new perspectives. I think I've been pretty good at adjusting myself when things didn't match, but we'll see. The 8 of Swords shows a woman bound and blindfolded. 8 swords surround her, seemingly trapping her in place, a symbol of the limiting thoughts, beliefs, and mindset that prevent her from moving forward in her life. However, look closer. If the woman removed her blindfold, she would quickly realize that she can escape her predicament by letting go of her limiting beliefs and establishing a new, more empowered mindset. The water pool at her feet suggests that her intuition might see what her eyes cannot. Cool. Looking over that, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Not really much to say about it. I'm going to pause for a second. I'll be right back. I'm back. 5, 4. Okay, hope that wasn't too jarring. I just watched myself and holy crap, my neck looks huge. Oh my god. But if I go like that, you won't think I'm a blob with a huge neck. I swear it's not that big. Anyway, the 8 of Swords reversed suggests that limiting self-beliefs plague you, preventing you from moving forward. You may tell yourself that you do not deserve to be wealthy. Disagree. I deserve to be wealthy. Preventing you from receiving financial abundance even if it's offered to you. I think more than financial, it's love and praise and those things. I like to heap them on myself because I don't get them a lot, and when I do get them, I don't really believe it's true. I tend to believe that people are just trying to make me happy because I'm delicate, and that's fair. I am delicate. Or you might conclude you're too old to lose weight. Wrong. I've lost, 10 kilograms this year so far? Even going up with your body and your health, I love my body. I'm less happy with my health. I can be a little skinnier though. So when I look at my fat neck, I want it to be clean and smooth and narrow. But that's life, right? The beliefs you hold about yourself are preventing you from achieving your personal goals. In light of this, preventing you in order to change your belief system. Catch yourself when you're in a negative thought pattern and break the cycle. That's a good wisdom. The 8 of Swords reversed also suggests that you are more prone to negative self-talk and suffering at the hands of your inner critic. You feel trapped because every time you try to do something, your inner critic tells you it's wrong or not good enough, so you give up trying altogether. I disagree. I don't know that that's a very good accurate read. I've read through my book like 4 times now, many times, and I think it's good. Though it can be improved, but I'm happy with it. The reversed Eight of Swords signals that skeletons in the closet need clearing out. I've been doing good about that lately. I've been radically honest with my therapist and my family, and I think I'm getting to a place where I can talk about the skeletons. You should have to go over the old patterns of behavior and belief systems holding you back. On the positive side, when the Eight of Swords appears reversed, it can show you're releasing yourself from the negative patterns. Yay! See, I am working on it. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel, my book, and you can create a more positive reality for yourself by letting go of those self-limiting beliefs. I agree. Okay, so now we're on board. I like this tarot card reading, after all. You made it through a difficult time. The last 6 weeks, I've had 3 breakdowns. And you're more open to change and self-acceptance. Reflect on what worked in the past and changed your perspective and approach. Acknowledge the options in front of you and refuse to play the role of victim, taking greater accountability for where you are in life. I think that's fair. I recently submitted my book to a literary agent. I feel like it's an incredibly good fit, but I have to be ready for that, and I'm not a victim. Just because they don't like my book doesn't mean everyone doesn't like my book. And honestly, there are places in my book that I could improve. So, home stretch. Looks like it's time for our yokai card. Today's yokai card is... Ooh. Who is that? I can't read it. Sorry, it's backwards. Okay, this is Doro Tabo, the Muddy Field Monks. Ooh, I feel like I've seen this one before in real life. Basically, regret, attachment, lingering affection. Ooh, interesting. I'm excited to see where this goes. Alright, so Doro Tabo. Doro Tabo. Bow being. There he is. There she is. Miren Gamashi. Clinging desperately to the past. Rising up from a forgotten rice field, the Doro Tabo thrusts his hand into the air and cries out, longing for what once was. He clings to the past, unable to let go of his mistakes and what has been lost. This yokai warns that holding on too tightly to what is gone can muddy your present and block your path forward. Alright, let's think about that. Sorry about the noise. I have to figure out why this chair squeaks so much and then fix it. Doro Tabo. What am I holding on to from the past? So, I can honestly say that I went through my closet and I threw away 2 grocery bags or donated, I guess, 2 grocery bags of clothes that I was holding on to. My sentimental clothes are significantly reduced. And the stuff that's actually in my closet now is stuff I kind of want to wear. So I think all in all, I've done pretty good at not, blocking my path forward with holding on too tightly with what is gone. Like the old me's clothes are in a box. They're not even in my shelf anymore. So, cool. Other than that, what am I thinking about? Like, hanging on to the past. I'm not. The past sucked. The present is where it's at. Even if the present sucks, it's better than what was before. Okay. The phrase Miren Gamashi captures the burdens of deep-rooted emotional attachments to the past. The Doro Tabo card asks you to examine any unresolved anger, resentment, guilt, and regret. Now, that's not fair to a person like me with PTSD, right? Like, I have serious things that I can't get past. And I also have that inner monologue where I'm constantly judging things I've done in the past. And just saying let go of them is kind of idiotic. And I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. or difficult you just can't let go of. The first step is to identify and name these clingy burdens. Then you can break the cycle and work on releasing them. That's very ableist. I appreciate it, the idea though. Reflection. What attachments or memories might be holding you back, and how can you begin to let them go? I don't really feel like this is appropriate to me. I think I've given up a lot of stuff. Maybe it's because when I message people, they don't email me back for months. 3 months for one of my best friends, longer for another. So long I don't remember when I sent the message or got a reply. And then obviously, like, there's a bunch of people out there who owe me an email back, and you know who you are, I hope. And if you don't, well, that's probably a sign too. Alrighty, I'll call those my lingering attachments. Like all of you people who I've emailed and you haven't gotten back to me. As far as I'm concerned, you are a lingering attachment that I don't need until you message me back, and then we'll be best friends again. Deal? Cool. All right. Thank you very much. This was a good video. I had fun time. I look cute. I did my makeup. I get a haircut tonight. It's going to be exciting days. All right. See ya. Bye-bye.